This is big breaking news. A warning has just been issued for January 17th through January 24th. And they are telling people that you need to get prepared right now. And over 100 million people are being warned and in this zone right now. So let's get into all the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting every single day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's going on is the National Weather Service has just issued this alert, and they are saying that temperatures could get down to negative 40 degrees, negative 40 below zero Fahrenheit, right? And this is going to happen in parts of the country. We could see negative 25, negative 45, negative 23 in parts of the country, and over 100 million people are going to be affected. We are going to have a massive Arctic air blast coming in from the 17th to the 24th. This is what the message is saying from the National Weather Service. And they've also declared a quote code blue in a lot of cities like New York City as well too, and they're making preparations. We will get into more details of that in just a second, but it says here that bitter cold spreads across much of the U.S. Arctic air plunges across the Rockies and the Great Plains Friday, crossing the Deep South and Great Lakes Saturday night, and the eastern seaboard on Sunday. It says dangerously cold wind chills. The Rockies, Northern Plains, and Upper Midwest should see minimum wind chills of negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit or colder Saturday into Tuesday. All right, so this is going to be days of this cold. It's going to just be lingering from Friday night, Saturday, all the way into next week, into Monday or Tuesday. It's just going to be really low temperatures continuously. All right, and I'm right in this area, and where I'm at, it's going to be continuously below negative 10 degrees. All right, and that's without wind chill. So this is extreme weather. You need to be prepared for this, and you need to have your tanks filled up, your propane tanks, your generator gas tanks, right? Your water tanks, just in case your water freezes, your pipes freeze. You need to be ready. Make sure your animals are okay too. We have chickens, and we've had them in negative 40 below Fahrenheit before, and they were okay outside in their coop, but we had to make preparations. We really had to insulate them and cover them up with blankets and towels and things like that. It says here though, have a cold weather survival kit for traveling, and it says you could have risks of hypothermia and frostbite to exposed skin. It says below zero wind chills are forecast to reach the southern plains and Ohio Valley Sunday night into Tuesday. Hazardous cold weather likely lingers along the Gulf Coast and the southeast U.S. through much of the next week. It says snow squall potential for the Rockies as well too. Brief bursts of snow and gusty winds and snow squalls could lead to reduced visibilities and deteriorating road conditions as the cold front races through Montana Thursday night and Wyoming and northern Colorado Friday. Okay, so this is heading in very quickly, and it's going to be lingering. That's going to be the biggest thing. It's not that hard to deal with one night of extreme temperatures, but it's going to be all day and all night for 3 or 4 days in a lot of these areas. That's how it's going to be where I'm at. So if I don't post a video, if you don't hear from me for a couple of days, the power could be out, we could be having issues, or the satellite internet is not working, because sometimes that happens during these extreme weather events when the sky is kind of blocked out, right? So it also says here's some feels like temperatures around the country. All right, Denver, it's going to feel like negative 25. Casper, it's going to feel like negative 17. In the International Falls, it's going to feel like negative 45 degrees. In Chicago, it's going to feel like negative 23. In New York, it's going to feel like negative 3 degrees. Atlanta, it's going to feel like 15 degrees. Dallas, 15. Oklahoma City, 13. Seattle, 33 degrees. So a lot of these western and midwestern states are going to be hit extremely hard, and you need to be prepared if you're in these areas. If you're in Billings, Denver, Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Bangor, Maine, all these areas are going to be hit, and it's coming in the next 24 to 48 hours, okay? And best practices that we try to practice is to not even leave the house when things are this dangerously cold, because you don't want something to happen. You don't want to get stuck in the snow or the ice and be stuck in these negative temperatures before. And I've had situations like that where I've had to abandon my truck on the side of the road because a snowstorm just came in so quickly up on a mountain. Situations like that do happen, so we try to not even leave the house if there's any type of risk of these major snowstorms. All right, it says here as well that over 300 million people will experience below average temperatures on Monday as well. And it says average temperatures could plunge below 45 degrees below average in many spots around the country, leading to below zero temperatures across at least 20 states from the plains to the Great Lakes and interior Northeast. It says all lower 48 states and more than 80% of the population will see temperatures drop below freezing. The deep chill will be felt as far as the deep south, and only South Florida escaping the icy grip of the Arctic blast, right? So it's even going to be cold down south. It's not going to be life-threatening, but it's going to be different than what you are used to down there, right? And it says here preparations for the cold weather are already underway in New York City. Sorry, it's already getting cold here, and it's cold out here in the car because I don't turn the heat on because I don't want it blasting in the background of the video. My truck's pretty loud if it's on, so I'm always out here in the cold for you guys trying to get this news out. It says, according to the New York City Emergency Management, a cold weather alert has been issued, and New York City Department of Public Health declared a, quote, code blue. It says, quote, outreach teams will canvass all 5 boroughs to connect our most vulnerable New Yorkers to shelters. And it says, quote, no one who is homeless and seeking shelter in New York City during a code blue will be denied. So lots of cities around the country are doing very similar things, but I just thought I'd mention New York because it's very populated there and people are going to be looking up what's going on, right? So thank you guys. Please just hit it up for me down there to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys are stocked up. You have some food, some water, some fuel, some heaters, right? They have little propane buddy heaters too, right? Heater buddies where you can screw a portable little propane tank, like a camping one, a green one. You can screw it right into it, and that'll keep you heated up, right? Even if the power goes out, even if you don't have a generator, you can buy these relatively cheap, and you can just replace the tank. You can just have a bunch of these tanks, and you can replace it to keep it going if the power goes out. So definitely have one of those things in your preps. Some space heaters, a generator, propane tanks if you have a propane heater as well too, are all valuable. So thank you guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.